Time is passing very fast. We're already on the third day of this 12 delights handcrafted by Shelter Point to wish the year good night. We're on the third of 12 delights already. It's going to be in this little window right here, and I'm going to open that up and we'll see what we're going to get. I like how they made these so easy to open. It's great. There's our number 3. And here's our whiskey. Montfort. Ah, but which Montfort? It doesn't say which Montfort. The first one was the 141. Batch number 5. Canadian whiskey. Montfort, if I recall, is unpeated or unmalted barley. It's a whiskey made from unmalted barley, basically, giving it a totally different character from a malted. Now, the other Montfort that I have, yeah, that's not it. Here's another bottle of Montfort that I have. This is the Montfort 151. I wonder if it's the same one. They're both at 46% alcohol by volume. And I could probably guess that this Montfort is the same as, well, wait a minute. Does it have a batch number on this one? This one has Shelter Point whiskey, no chill filter, Montfort 151, bottle 1,415 out of 2,388. Natural color, no chill filtration. Yeah, same thing here. This just says batch number 5. Well, I'm going to make this a sample for someone else. And I'm going to pour me a dram from the bottle that I have. I mean, that's only fair. Wouldn't it be nice to get a sample that's right from the distillery rather than something that's repackaged by someone else? Yeah. There we go. Montfort 151. I don't know if it's the same. It's probably not the same batch. This one just doesn't have a batch number on it. Oh well, here we go. Right away it's different from a malted whiskey. It's like, you know, when you have Irish pot still whiskey, how it takes on a different character from a single malt or a malted barley whiskey. This has some of that same characteristic on the nose from the unmalted barley. It's a bit perfumey even. And don't forget that this bottle has been open for a while, so it's had a chance to breathe and oxidize, and it's lovely. Shelter Point does things like use unmalted barley, but then they malt their wheat. When they malt their wheat, they created a thing called the Forbidden, which is just another fantastic whiskey. Completely unorthodox in its approach, but still a delight. A little bit spicy, a little bit perfumey. I might even venture to say it's grainy, but without being sweet. See, if it was like a corn grain, it would be a lot sweeter than this. Yeah, the grain, it's like standing in a field of barley. I think they made this unmalted barley whiskey just so that they wouldn't have to pay to have the barley trucked and put on a ferry and go to the mainland and be malted and then be shipped back malted back to the distillery. They eliminated the malting, the middleman, and just made the whiskey out of unmalted barley. It's it could be seen initially as a cost-cutting measure, just like the Irish when they started making single pot still whiskey, because the malted barley is what the government taxed the distilleries on. They just used more unmalted barley, which wasn't taxed, so they saved on the costs right there. But I think rather than just trying to save money, uh, at Shelter Point, they're very innovative. They like to try new things, push the boundaries, do what no one else has been doing, and they do those things very well. You may have guessed already that I am a Shelter Point fan. Ah, more of that graininess. It reminds me of being in a barn full of grain and hay. And there's still a perfumey thing to it. That must be the alcohol just coming out and greeting my nose. 46% should, it packs a little bit of a punch. Okay. Right away, it's spicy, almost like a rye whiskey. Spicy, and with the spices, I'm getting some caramels and vanillas. Those are probably due to an ex-bourbon cask or ex-bourbon barrel that they used to age this. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing as I'm going along based on what I'm tasting. Okay, well, it's grainy on the nose. And I think of things like all brand cereal and then there's that perfuminess again, the alcohol coming up. Second sip. Once again, there's some vanilla and caramel hiding in the background. But what comes up front, especially after it transitions, is that long, spicy, very spicy finish. And then the spice fades away, leaving Oh, a hint of custard. A hint of custard. A hint of mm, like a vanilla custard kind of thing. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Should I venture for a third sip? Perhaps. I am liking this a lot. I think I'm on my second or third bottle of it. And now there's a sample for someone else to try. Now I'm getting the custard on the nose too. Sort of a vanilla jello pudding before you add milk or water. It's like the powder. It smells like the vanilla jello pudding powder. Mm. A nice dram on a very rainy day before venturing towards the peated whiskey. But I'm sure I will have some peated whiskey after this. This is very, very nice. No, I forgot to look at the legs. Let's give that a shot. Oh, sheeting action. Down they come. Few trails of little droplets. And that's it. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of that Tootsie Roll chocolate, trying to sneak in underneath the spicy notes. Lovely good whiskey. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.